Okay, so in this video we can add these connector blocks for this CAN and USART lines, and I will actually also add here this TXN pin because it might be needed if like a differential driver is used for this USART. So I have saved here the PA8 can be the XN, so I will add that there. There should be, so this one. And I will rename it this way. So idea is that if we have differential driver or microchip can control this transmit enable pin and turn on the transmitting or receiving side. Now we can go back here and I will sync pins. I also added this reset pin because I had forgotten that. So the reset pin would be actually somewhere. I had to add that. So this is there, and this one is actually here. So now they should be correct, and we can check. I had to rename actually this one. So we can place this label. So I will use this reset MCU here because this is actually the resetting pin for this microcontroller. So when we have the label here, it will connect it there. And now I will use this reset MCU. So the idea is that we can reset the MCU by pressing this button, or it can be resetted with this if we program it through the SVDO. So now we can go back here, and I will actually delete that because it was wrong. So now it should be correct. So now we have this USART lines here. So these are like outputs, and then this is input is receiving end, and the CAN has same transmitting and receiving. And now I will move this thing a little bit. I was planning to use maybe this connector for there. So we can create this hierarchical seed, and I will create one for this CAN and the other one for the I will just name it like this. And then I will actually move this here. Control C. Okay, so now we can put it here. So this is actually pretty simple circuit because only thing that we are going to do is that we are just going to add this ESD protections there. And I have already checked from GLC PCB this protection diodes, so I'm planning to use this one, and I'm using actually them for both of them. So this is this SOD-523, and we can just go here and search for diode. I think was the genre correct? No, TVS. ESD maybe. Let's see what is correct symbol for this. I think this is, well, I don't know if I can find this symbol. Oh, I should search it. Well, I will just go with some normal symbol. Now it can be changed then. Oh, it can be that there is not a similar symbol for this. Well, I think I just have to use this one. It doesn't really mind, it's just a symbol. So then we can paste this part code here, and here I will actually use the same name as here, and the footprint was this SOD-523. So this should be totally fine. So the idea is that from this connector we will have this ground, and then we have this simple ESD protections here. If these are the CAN, RX and TX. This could be done even a little bit better. Like for this USB I have this like double protection to ground and 3.3 volt, but I think I will just leave these for now here. I might change them to some better, but this is fine for now. So I will move these a little bit here. And here it should be. And this would be 3.3 volt. And some filtering could be added here. I might just add some very basic Ferrite bead there. If I have something here somewhere. Like this should be totally fine. So idea is that because this CAN is like external device, there is some noise coming from here to the system, so this will basically block it a little bit, and this should be like fine. Just paying attention to the layout, and I will a little bit move so the KiCad doesn't want to do this now. Now it looks a little bit cleaner. So one thing to check that I will go to the layout and look how this thing will show. So the CAN bus is actually, I will remove this because that is going wrong place, so it should go somewhere there. And now I think this connector is maybe a little bit too big. I have to check. This is 2.5 millimeter pitch. It might be a little bit too much. So if looking where things are going, so this CAN TX, where was the pin? It's pin 60 and 59. Okay, so they are here. So what we do, let's see. We might even be able to route the CAN somewhere here, and I think it would be like totally fine. We just need to move this buck converter part a little bit more somewhere here, and it should be fine. Because if we route, we can't route this thing now from there, and I don't know if I could also use the vias here. I'm not sure if I really want to do that. No. This could be also done. So this CAN RX, if we say the I think it might be something, the CAN connector will be somewhere here. Somewhere like here, and I can move even the USB connectors much closer here. They don't have to be this far. So then the this would be somewhere here. I will just now place them a little bit. It would be better to add these parts like earlier, but I totally forgot these, but they can be added now. It's just this little bit extra work. But if the CAN was somewhere there, like here, and this could be the for the maybe analog signals could come. No, the UART signals could come here. So yeah, I think it would be good to move the USB much closer here. But for now we can sync the pins here. And I will just draw the lines there so they are now connected. And then I will do very similar thing for this. Only difference is that this will be totally 5 pins, because it has this transmit enable pin also. So let's do that. this might be a little bit longer video. I will move these here. Then we can pretty much copy paste these. Only difference is that these are now USART. And instead of 5 pins, we have these 4 pins. So I will change this. I think it's better to do this way. I think it was. So let's go with this. And if we look, I have been using this kind GSD. Let's see if we can find that. I think it's this one. Yep, this should be correct. So we can remove this. I will move this a little bit here. And here we will have the one more of this somewhere there. And this is the DXN. Yeah, this would be fine. And we can go here and sync these pins. Let's do this. So now we have this CAN connector and UART connector, and we can go the layout and update the layout. So this is a little bit. I'll move this somewhere. And this connector could be even like somewhere here. Doesn't really matter. Then there is enough space for like silk screen here and there. So yeah, I had to a little bit check the layout, how those will be. For the connectors. But I think I will move the USB much closer somewhere here. Like even the protection part can be somewhere there, and I will a little bit optimize the layout of this buck system, but then there should be lots of space here, and basically we have all these noisy digital signals somewhere on this part, and then we have these analog circuits going here, so we don't want to really mix the like current return path so that they will like cross each other. So I have planned plan to do this way. I think the layout changes, I will create another video of those, because that might be quite long video to move all these parts. But I think this is enough for this video. Thanks for watching.